Okie dokie, let's get you that link, and then let's get to it.
Ooh. Well, actually, I do know one of them. Well, they made game 2. I was really surprised that Yam did not buy a nullifier. Game 2.
Here you
Oh.
go. Right, I don't need the broadcaster on. Not chat too much about the draft, it's not worth doing, is it? Jump to game.
Like this. I think the draft was fine.
Okay,
The
I
only
think the draft's
thing we debated about was if we took Drow or if we took Jug. I thought Jug was better.
I think Drow's better in the game that you got here. I
Yeah.
think Jug is very bad against Razor.
Yes, that was what turned it, and also the silence we thought for the thingy, the brew.
Yeah.
That was one thing that flipped it. Because the other one we were thinking was Weaver, because it was just like, well, it's one of them games where you're the Weaver and you just run around, kill everyone, and we'll deal with the Deucer last.
Is this null tally you're starting with really normal on Rubik?
I like it. It's very greedy. It's
Yeah.
like
Just like, what do people normally do?
wand, tango, salve,
So
not wand, stick, tango, salve.
yeah. So, I mean, it doesn't feel like you need a salve, particularly in this lane, because Chris is
No.
not playing a hero that's particularly need it. Although what Chris's one start was about is completely past me.
Yeah,
I
like
have no fucking idea. It just seems terrible. I'm gonna
so
ask
what
him,
I
but
thought about it is like Witch Doctor and Deucer has a little bit of spam later on, but like early on they're not really like I thought, like you see, I had queued up next like the Sentry Ward into the stick and with the boots, and I was just like, okay. Yeah, I'm not sure what his idea was. I thought he'd have a bracer.
I mean, I think if you want to start greedy, aren't you better starting boots, so you can trade more effectively with the Witch Doctor.
I think you can. Yes, maybe, but I also think you can trade just fine with Fade Bolt. So a little bit extra damage.
Yeah, but you're slower.
I suppose. Yeah.
And, you
I could
know,
have.
I think outranged, right? I think Witch Doctor has long range, 600 against
Yeah.
500, is it?
I could have
550.
done like if not boots, Windlace with like
Fairy Fire or
Tango
something.
South. Yeah, very fair. That's probably what I'd change. The way I saw it is, what games were I watching?
And,
I
and
was watching.
sorry, that little zap at the start there.
Yeah, I don't know. I
Why?
just
I
the
mean,
buzz.
yeah, it's just put on such a long
That.
cooldown.
Yeah,
But I mean, whatever. It doesn't
I
look like
thought
it
she'd
really,
come back
doesn't
to
look like it
trade
really
with me.
matters.
No.
And then you zapped again before the creep, but Chris gets it anyway, so he gives a shit.
Yeah, so what I'm seeing a lot of them, yeah, Fairy Fire stick, like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, there's not
stick.
too much point us talking really about your lane because it goes great.
Yeah, it was.
I think all of
very
your lanes
simple
doing it
lane.
pretty well. Even, I mean, Carl's goes a bit bad, but
Yeah, like this was, I stand there, I trade her, and I take the aggro. Chris hits creeps, I block.
to accelerate a bit until something interesting is actually going to happen. Because you know, you guys have just completely dumped at this lane and you've headed off to do other stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
And they moved. Actually, when did you know about them having 3 supports down here?
The
Now.
moment
You see
yes.
M arrive, and at that point
we kill M, I think, and she.
No, at that point
leaves.
the split happens and you lose because they have
Yeah.
the 3 supports and a split.
Yes, because I asked them. It's like, oh, the Witch Doctor's been missing for ages, so they come over here.
Yeah, they just shouldn't be that high up against a Brewmaster who's at level 6.
Yeah. And then ones that could not do
And
much
I
of
feel
that.
like you should have a point in telekinesis here.
No? Well, 1-1-1.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe 1-2-0 looked a bit more common when it. Yeah, that's exclusively what I'm seeing on Pro Tracker at level 3. 1-2-0.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just because
that's
that's such a
me
greedy
being
choice,
greedy.
right? It's just
Yeah.
terrible. Like that spell does something. that point is doing fucking nothing for you. What is 14% of a 175? It's another like 21 damage on it.
Yeah.
Please. You're not seriously telling me that's a good use of a skill point?
No. I think I went. I was focused because I put that in level 2, and it was just like when you're in the lane, like bang the auto where you go on autopilot. So yeah, no, that's.
Yeah. Take that level 2.
At this point, we told G to like, hey, if they're gonna be down here, you just go jungle, but be very safe.
Yeah, I mean, really, he should be going topside and Chris should be coming down here.
Yes. And I just said like, I'm gonna fade bot this wave out, get a few last hits. I told Vonabar maybe to go stack, but they were also quite
The
insistent.
point is, like, whenever they have a split, they're going to kill G.
Yeah.
And you guys have no way to do anything about it. So Richard just used 2 splits and got 2 double kills.
Yeah.
I mean, that's important, right? Because your strong hero is this one, right? Right now.
Yeah.
But he's hard countered by Brewmaster.
Yeah. Yeah, confused to why he came down then. Maybe I could be in there, but also...
But also,
It was
everyone just needed to back the fuck off.
Yeah, he came down again, it was a little bit... We told him, it's like, we have mid tower, we have top tower, so the triangle's 3, and you can even go up. Because I was like, I put a ward to protect you if they tried to go from the tier 2 towards you. And I was like, I know Chris is there, but like, yeah, there's a lot of farm.
I mean, to be honest, you got to be playing with your strong hero, really. Because you end up just bleeding kill. Like, in this phase of the game, right? You've won the laning phase. Yeah, you guys came out of this laning phase in a very good shape compared to the other team. Or, well, a minute ago it looked like you were.
Yeah. Yes.
And then they've just got 2 kills for 1. You guys are no closer to getting the mid tower off.
Yeah, they get.
And Chris is taking the safest farm on the map.
Yeah.
It's not great.
Yam is. Well, she's not. Like, she's not farming well at this point either.
No. No, Yam is still kind of way out the game.
They did very good, I think, at not distracting us, but like pulling us down towards them. I think we fell for that a bit.
You didn't play where you want to, yeah.
Yeah, we just were like, oh, then we dive behind a tier 1, and it's just like, oh, we didn't get anything for that, which, yeah. Sometimes
It's just bad, man. Like, I mean, this fight here that you guys just chose to take.
Yeah.
And got a mid for 2 heroes, which is kind of meh. Was it was it even an aid of you getting an objective?
How close was mid? Because I thought like it was the idea when we were going into that. It's like if we get the brew or the razor and the support, something like that, then we can turn it into mid. Because like Chris can come down, but I don't think we, like I said, we got it. This is greedy. The second null was greedy.
Yeah, yeah.
I should, because that's...
I'm trying to work out if there's a... I mean, to be fair, you also just didn't want to fight until you had this diffusal blade.
Yes. So it was weird.
Good video that Hanskin did today for... I can't remember. Gamers class or something? Where he's just like... I hit level 6, we immediately go take a fight. I finish my urn. We immediately go take another fight. I hit level 12. I go look for another fight. But you know, they're waiting on those timings and immediately doing something. Waiting on a timing, immediately. And your timing here, right, is like that diff is gonna hugely increase the value of roll and give you a shit ton more damage. And you 200 gold from it. So 20 seconds.
Because I know when I'm in this and it's that weird point, like let's say 8 to 12 minutes, I say I'm a pulse 4 with a wave clear. I can sit and hold mid if it's not gone, or if bot's still up. I was like, I can even hold bot if you want. But
But you
that's
want to
kind
play
of
with
what
your
I
strong
say.
hero, right? If you and like
Yeah.
if you link any other
Chris
hero up with
become
Chris, you
down.
just kill
Yeah.
people.
Yeah. So yeah, because that's why I was saying here. It's like you guys like go other
I mean, it's
places.
not like this
I've
is
got
bad for
this.
you, right? But it's just like everyone's just
Yeah, I
fucking
know.
sat here staring at each other across the mid lane.
They go into the jungle. They don't get anything. They come back.
But they're probably getting a bit more off the map right now.
Mm.
Can't be much in it, but right now Chris has turned up in the right place and got utterly destroyed by Coconut.
Yes.
That was a lovely fight though. And this should surely be your momentum point as far as I'm concerned, right? You get like 4 kills.
Yeah.
So game state now, right, is you guys have just got 4 kills, you've got the diff finished. Chris has got 2 items, really ought to be going bling next. His iron build just really upsets me in this game. You've got a lance on G, so G can come and hit buildings for you, because he does in this
Yeah.
fight. You decide to rush Axe here rather than get like a blink or a shard or something
Yeah.
useful,
Yeah.
which I think is pretty. Or like I think, do you get lens first? I think you might get lens into Axe.
I get lens into axe. I got very greedy.
Happy with the lens, but I think the Axe is.
I should have gone lens shard because I also could have it
You could
say
have
make
saved
way
G's
for
life
cheap.
or
Yeah.
game. Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I noticed after because I get the shard like 34 minutes, and I think when we picked this, I was like, oh, I can just get the shard as well. But
Yeah.
yeah.
But I
So
like
that's
this.
really nice.
You guys are gonna go take this tower, right?
Yes, we grouped up to. Did we either took this
I
or we
mean,
took
Chloe didn't
over?
need to come down here. Like,
Yeah.
because now you guys are in the right place, but heavily outnumbered in the triangle, and this is where you lose another fight. That's right. Yeah, you
Yeah.
just lose 2 heroes, so.
Yeah. Because yeah, I say like we're strong. I think I say to Chris when we were in the triangle, it's like, hey, do you want to come kill a hero? And unfortunately, run into all. Well, we run into
Well,
Brew.
you're gonna though,
We didn't
like,
get in.
yeah.
Yeah.
You just had to have more people there. You can't have
Yeah.
2 people showing here, 2 people here, and then like
Yeah.
Gianni here.
Yeah.
No, G's headed top because he knows you're not gonna get to push anymore.
Yeah.
Fine. I mean, you're still way stronger than they are.
Oh yeah.
And Chris is about to have another Phantasm. So I think you guys get the tower here with Phantasm? No? Phantasm take the tower?
I know another one we could have done maybe when I don't know, like when split up used. If we could have just roast, if we wanted to try look at something, just be like, hey, let's just do roast. We have a drow, we have a reality rift as well.
So this is the bit where M just kills you.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing for me is, you must know Medusa's up here.
Triangle E.
Well,
triangle
no, top
in
jungle.
jungle. Yeah, yeah.
So you either take that tower, or you go kick her out of her jungle. You're the stronger team. You're way
Yeah.
stronger than they are. If you're asking like how you could have won this game, which is what we started this whole conversation with, right?
Yeah.
Well, you're way stronger. Like you're 5k up, and you were 5k up at like 15 minutes. That's a huge net worth lead. Go convert that into map pressure and objectives, rather than having 5 heroes on your own side of the map. Well,
Yeah.
4 heroes, because you're dead.
So it should
But
be like 20. Well, just after Death Ward was used. Don't know if we had the timing on spec, but we could have roached. I know that. We have Pango, Drow, CK. Roche is just dead. I don't think we end up doing
I think you could take that
till,
tier
like...
2 and then Roche.
Yeah, I think that's what happens.
I think it's just too much like Carl and Gianni jungling on top of each other here.
Yeah. Because they... I also think what ended up happening a lot is the way, like, they could take a, no, not take a fight, but we just struggled to.
And that happens again, where you
I could
just...
take a good fight.
lose 2 heroes to a split.
Yep.
Get Nick again, but you're just playing so split up.
That kill. Nick was big. Yeah, that split.
But hey, at least I mean that's still gone fine, I think.
Mm. Okay, trying to. Yeah, he gets cyclone. I get. Unfortunately, that man. There was a point where I got the sharpshooter, and the hoodwink just moved in front of the Medusa and took the bullet.
Well, then you get caught in this choke point again.
Yeah.
And Chris dies again.
Yeah.
Oh, does he not? Okay, no. Fine, so now you're a 7k net worth lead. And Gianni has at least now taken the bot tower tier 1 and has taken the tier 2. I mean, really, I think he should be playing with you, but fine. Right, great. So at this point, it's obvious what you need to do, right? Can you remember if you... I can't remember if you guys do it, but you need to just go take this outpost, take this top tier 2, take Roche. Right? Real paint by numbers Dota.
Believe we do.
Let's see that happen.
Around 20...
Because
if
that doesn't happen... So if that does happen, I'm even more baffled how you lose.
Alright, 28 minutes is this, so
oh god.
Chris
tries to come in from the side and just gets murdered.
Yeah.
But then, because you've all just gone up into that jungle without 2 heroes. Man. And you're still 7k up after that. It just feels, honestly, like you're giving away so many sloppy kills here. Right?
Sloppy.
Well, for the net worth lead, the kill score is a joke. Compared to strength of the corps, the kill score's a bit of a joke.
Yeah, I think I get caught then. Yeah. I think that was also the one we did a fair bit, whereas one person gets caught, and instead of being like, oh, that person's dead,
bad discipline
just,
about
like,
when to fight.
Yeah, we like linger,
Yeah.
and it's like they've got a brew and a hood and stuff, a razor as well, and it's
and
like,
then they make the
just
smoke move
run.
and kill Chivite, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. Which I think I was saying I thought they were doing, because I saw them go back and you never see them show on a wave. But yeah, they come
It
in.
goes down. And this is surely a prime opportunity to Roche. Surely. Oh, Carl's just TP'd off the bot. Man, this discipline is so bad. Now I'm not casting it, I'm going to be quite brutal. Like, what is this? Chris has gone off into top jungle, so he's in danger. Carl's just TP'd bot, and Gianni's gone back to as far into your own jungle as he can find. You're never playing together when you're this far ahead, and you're never playing for objectives.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Is it not just that simple?
Yeah.
You can
say after realizing it's like, we are Pango, Drow, Roche is just...
Yeah, I mean,
like,
you've got fucking Reality Rift as well.
Yeah. I'm trying... Because I know this is where our items completely slow down from, so we don't get much past 30 minutes.
Okay, so you get Nick at the start of a fight, but... Oh, and Gianni's TP'd up, Chloe walks in from the other side and kills. Right. So that does end up going really well, despite the fact that I think it's done in a bit of a sloppy way, right? Because you're just so split at the start of that. Right, this should be tier 2 and Roche now. What? Or just fine, just Roche. Whatever.
Yeah.
But still, it's about 10 minutes after you hit the timing. You could have had this, right?
Yeah.
And that matters
So,
in a Medusa game.
yeah, because I think this is the point where Yam goes from having Scaddy Manta to having Scaddy Shard,
Well, it doesn't even have
Butterfly.
Scaddy yet.
Yeah,
So I mean,
like,
you're 28 minutes in. You still don't have a
yeah,
Scaddy on the enemy Medusa, and you're still some way off. You're still 2,000 gold off it.
yeah.
The, realistically, you should have had these objectives at least 5 minutes ago, but you played too split. Whatever. Resetting the clock now. You've just got Roche. These two towers
Mm,
should fall in the next 5 minutes,
mm.
and then they should be off the map. But if someone TP's bot in the next minute or two, in the next moment or two, I'm gonna commit murder. No, you're gonna get this tower, right?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
get
good.
this.
Good.
Say about whole triangle, pushing waves,
You
pick
probably could just threaten high
velocity.
ground to force them home. You've got an
Yeah,
Aegis,
I think we poke.
except you fucked off.
Yeah,
And in theory, you should have your shard and be the one playing to save whoever's
going
hitting.
high ground. Yeah.
So in fact, you just don't get to force them home. But you are going to get this mid tier too. Fine, so that's good, right? You've immediately got those. The TPing bot.
I think we tried to catch.
You tried to catch someone, and I remember this. You tried to catch them, and they just kind of blink away and get out.
Yeah.
Because they saw you TPing to the outpost, I think, on a ward. Then
Ah.
Chloe then dewarded. And now they've just got half the map back.
Yeah.
And where the fuck is Gianni going? If he's with you here, you just take a lane of racks. Right?
Yeah, because I think we phantasmed for it as well.
Like,
I
what do you
think we
even...
got-
Like, what do you... How do I see just Onslow's vision here?
It is F.
F2, right? Yeah.
One of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what he
So, hold on.
gets.
Right, let's just go back to when this first happened, right? See, okay, so you've seen 3 of them tops, 4 of them.
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah, we see all of them.
You know, they're all up here.
Yeah, so we go.
You guys will go charging in the right direction, then Gianni just farms his way towards mid.
Mm.
But he's got a BKB and an EJ. Like, it's that thing we were just talking about timing, sorry, from the Hanskin video. What timing is he farming for here? Butterfly, that's 5 minutes away. He's just hit a timing and has an EJ. You know, you're way stronger than them. Go high ground.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so now he's heading over.
Yeah.
They're getting back into place.
Yeah, because he just said like.
But you'd have had half that. If G had been there, you'd have had that tower. Is this just cutting mid and you're gonna stay, or you're gonna back off? I swear to God, if someone TP's top.
No, I think we just continue. So at this point, when we hadn't gone high ground and now they're all back to defend, I think we just continue to cut between mid and bot.
And bot, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, this is Yam's Scuddy, I think, if I remember right.
Yes. Yeah, we see the courier. I call the courier out as well, saying like, "There's a courier." I think Chris tries to go get it, but I don't know what happens.
Just
But
past him there, yeah.
Because you see it and I ping it. Yeah, you can see.
He's playing on your vision now. So the good news is you know they're all in the base, and you just killed M.
Yeah.
And G keeps procking those fucking decoys.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, it went that way.
But your Aegis is now gone.
Yeah.
You had 2+ minutes where you could have been taking buildings with that, and now you just no Aegis.
Yeah, now we're in. I think this is the weird part of the game where we're in between a rock and a hard place of like.
You're still way stronger, but
yeah.
Like, what does Gabe think at this point? 83%. Yeah, feels right.
Yeah. Yeah. But there's
Blink,
a upcoming
BKB,
fight.
BKB. That you just
I think,
lose horribly
yeah, the
to a Witcher's buyback,
35
if I remember
minute.
right.
Yeah, 35-minute buyback. I think
Yeah,
that's a
so you
fight.
get rich
And
here.
yeah. Boom, 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 boom.
So yeah, so you got Witcher's buyback. Chris gets caught on this high ground. Roll comes through.
Yeah.
Disengage. Carl goes way too far in here, and Chris gets isolated, and you get lifted. Just didn't use the BKB. TP out. Right, so G dies unnecessarily because could have just BKB TP'd.
This is buyback.
Carl should just be leaving. It's a discipline thing, right? You guys are so bad at deciding when a fight is looking bad and deciding not to take it.
Yeah, because at this point
Because
I'm
I think
struggling
you're just
because
feeling really strong, and
yeah,
this just playing really cocky.
because I'm like I'm a Rubik. Like I say, if I had Blink, I could go up, but I can't get up to the fight.
Nah,
What's
but
happening is the fight's happening, and there's a Deucer, and
I'm
I'm like, well, I just die.
I'm just saying about if you had your shard, Chris wouldn't have died.
Yeah, yeah. As a bit, I think then at this point I realized I didn't have my shard, and I was like, man, I've probably missed like 3-5 saves.
Yeah, I think the axe is really good, particularly given it's not a particularly great steel game.
And
It's
the
fine.
one
It's just not
that
exciting.
no, like I said, I like getting Snake with it because obviously you do stun people for quite long.
But it's
And
a
that
hard
tends
thing to
to,
reliably get anyway.
and yeah, and then yeah, that should have been just like shard,
So, like, Shard Force would be quite good. Shard Blink's okay.
shard, force, hex.
Or Shard Lotus even would be fine. Yeah, there's a Glimmer would have been really helpful. I just think you could get a bunch of utility. Like, Chloe's Force stuff is what's being worked over time here. Just get a bunch of forces.
Hmm.
But yeah, I mean, like, G should have TP'd
This
out. Carl
is
should have run away and still does in the end. But
yeah, this is where the worm
you just gave him
turns.
3.8k
Yeah,
in that catch
like
up.
I think this goes from when Yam had, like I said, she got the Scad at 32. She then gets
Shards
shard
flying
at like
out. Yeah.
shard flying out, and then by 37-ish minutes she has a butterfly, and it's gone from like.
But your net worthly just halved, yeah.
Yeah.
And the win probability evened up. So that was just a disaster.
Yeah, and that's where the
That's
game
the single
starts
biggest.
to
Like,
turn.
you could have had these objectives all a bunch earlier and closed the map down, so Inducer never got to that strength point. But otherwise, you just needed to siege better and have the right tools for it. So I think the itemization's quite bad.
Yeah, I think from this point it's pretty like, it got to that point and it was like, there was a ways back in, but I don't think it ever recovers from that fight.
Well, you're still ahead, and you're still in a winning position as far as I'm concerned. You just have to make sure you get next Roche, take it quickly, and then play on.
Yeah, I think we get it, and then nothing happens with it again, and then they get the
You
third
just wandered
Roche.
over here. You've got. Right, hold on. So yeah. You guys
I
are
think the
hanging
third
around.
Roche.
Hanging around.
Who
Yeah,
had
they get third Roche.
was
I
it
remember.
Axe or Refresher? We did Axe what I
I
didn't
think it
look
was a
for.
refresher, but I can't remember.
Oh god. Where is it? There's that. Yes, it was a refresher that Vlupius
Yeah.
held for a bit, and
I was
then
getting tilted about it. I think Blupius used it in the end.
no, Nick, no, gave it to Nick, and
Okay, Nick used it.
yes, Nick
Good.
used it.
Fine, so you've got this. Do you have any smokes? You've got a smoke. What's your ward
Yes.
sitch? There's one ward in stock and you've got none on the map?
Yes.
Maybe one on the map? Oh,
I had the
two.
one, yeah, one mid and one top. I think I placed both there.
Oh.
I think the only other thing is if we could have, because we go for like this constant sieging, if we not
Just, you don't have to necessarily
let
go
them
high
come
ground.
out.
Just strangle them a
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah, like Because that's what I tried to put the wards down for, to be like, alright, if we see them
Well,
coming
I think you
past
need a
the point.
gem
Yeah.
so you can play to strangle them. Because right now, let's have a look at their vision, right? What do they know?
I don't need
They
dodges,
actually
that
know
will
way
take a
more of the
while.
map than you do.
Yes.
Despite the
I
fact
think,
that you're ahead and have the tower control.
yeah.
We're fine, we're gonna siege again. This tower goes down, right? I remember.
Yes, tower goes down, and maybe even the racks. I don't know, I don't think the racks is till later on.
Mm.
Yeah, because we were just like, fuck it, we're just gonna pop Phantasm for this tower. Like,
Which is perfectly fair, I think.
yeah, just like, I think it's 40, 50-second cooldown. That was the other one I kept trying to get a lot bushwhack, but it was very hard
You do
to.
get it a bit, but it's not
It's
great.
hard to
I
latch.
just don't get
Yeah,
excited by this egg, so to be honest. I just don't think there's enough good spells. I think there's so much shit you can end up with.
yeah. The only one where it can be good is if I ever got split. But again, I got baited by the I can't get split because he can insta toggle
But
away.
the toggle doesn't stop, as we discussed.
Yeah, yeah,
So you could
so
have had split.
yeah, baited myself.
But I mean, right now, you guys aren't really making any progress, and you're not really farming any more than they are.
Mhm. Yeah, I think we even like the net worth starts to go down a lot. Like I'm looking at it, it went
So
from 8
Phantasm
to 7.
used. Okay, do you get the line of axe there? You should.
I believe we do.
Oh god, that's another thing here, right?
Yeah.
Just back in a sec. Okay. Hold on, yeah?
I'm a bit beyond, so
This
you
is
have
at the speed
to.
you're happening. No, wait. You guys are just like, right, we're gonna get the towers. Rich has jumped in. I mean, what do you need to do now?
Ooh, BKB run.
Just BKB TP on G and have the rest of you fucking leave. You
Yeah.
might lose your CM. You don't need to hard commit into this when Phantasm's down. Split's being used.
Yeah. Just goes in.
Like, Carl
Get
can
them
just
right.
roll and TP, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get Nick again, and then Nick buys back. They come in with this. You
Yeah.
guys have got no buttons left.
Yeah.
And this is... That's right, you guys just like lose this fight horribly. I think you get all
Yeah.
5 of you down again.
Yeah. Well, I don't have to buy that. I buy back. No one else does. I think we get the return fight goes well.
Yeah, I think I seem to remember you're right about that. But
Yeah.
oh, you lose everyone but Chris. Yeah. But again, you just didn't need to take that fight. You guys have ultimate discretion about when to take fights because they don't have any BKB piercing stuns except Stone Gaze, which takes too long. So you could have just been out of there.
Yeah.
Do you actually get anything here? You might only get 1 kill actually.
I think we get.
Oh, you get both the supports.
I think we
One
get the
support.
Gundam as well.
One oh, you get Nick. You get Nick's dieback. So that's big.
Yeah.
But
Which then again, I think. What did that turn into? Getting.
so now you'll just go charging down mid because you know Nick's on a dieback, and that seems fine. But you don't need to be up there. You just lost half your health unnecessarily.
Yeah.
G's hitting great. This all looks good. Phantasm used. Just take this safely again, yeah. Chris is BKB, so you're done. You've no Phantasm.
Yeah.
But I guess you want that. Fair enough. Right, and now you're out, right?
Yeah.
Nice. So that's what should have happened bot as well. You guys could just have 2 lanes of Axe for free. And still be another like 7k higher up on net worth than you are.
I'll take that.
What's he doing down here?
Take it.
Well, it works out fine. But, well, no, it doesn't, because now he's not here for the fight. Yeah, BKB TP. Chloe dies as well, fine. As long as you only lose your supports, that's okay. Oh god, this is where you lose like everything, isn't it?
Yes, and 3 buybacks. I think it is.
Yeah, so this is basically the bit where the game is completely even, despite you being 2 lanes of X up.
Yeah. Because I think we triple bought back and I said we have to get some sync, and I think they just instantly ran, and we could not.
Double wall back.
Yeah.
So they can still just kind of stay if they want, or they can just bugger off and there's nothing you can do.
Yeah.
Again, that's just because you ended up having a fight without good vision against a Brewmaster where they outnumbered you, and they're going to get Roche now, aren't they?
Yes, because then this goes from then them having. They have Roche, they have a Refresher on the Brew.
Yeah, and that's it. So the
They
key,
have then.
yeah, I mean, you could have played the early game faster. You could have disengaged from the fights you didn't want better. I think that's the key one. Because again, this, and then I think after you took that second lane of action, you didn't immediately need to head top, particularly if G's not fucking with you. You could just play for the Roche.
I think that's what. Because there was one point where I said. Because I think.
But
I don't know
honestly,
if
your
it was
carry
that
can't be that
fight.
far away from you at that point in the game.
Oh yeah, so it was that fight just then before where like I think the supports died at the start is when I said about holding like oh we've got to hold that area because we want to keep Roche and keep the outpost, and I played too far up. And I was like, oh, it was my bad, I got caught. Apologies, I just really wanted to hold that area
But
because
yeah.
I knew it was like this is what the game rolls down to now.
I mean, at this point in
But
time, right?
yeah.
G's bot, the 4 of you are top, you just backed off from there. You don't know where the enemy heroes are. All you can see is 2 Medusa illusions. And you guys are going to go charging at this fucking high ground here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And it feels like you
well,
made the call to disengage, but Carl didn't just TP during his ball. But I think that's your kind of nutshell of a game, right?
yeah, I think it's just like a little bit of just like, uh, what's with like just saying like, we should have done this at this point, and it's just like when you're in the heat of the moment, it's just like, yes, I can just leave or do this.
Yeah.
But alas, but yeah, I don't like I said, I know my items were very greedy. It was
Yeah, I just don't think it's a particularly good eggs game. I mean, I'm not a big
yeah, there's
Rubik player, but
the only other one that I use it for is it gives it, I think it's more cast range, which is useful for trying to get stuff like Split and Stone Gaze, the big kind of team fight change and stuff. I think towards the end I actually start to get Stone Gauge more,
yeah.
but it's at a point where, you know, even with them being stone gazed and us getting a little bit more time to hit them, they're just a bit too far ahead.
Yeah.